Now, before we get into this entertaining video, we would just like to remind you to like and subscribe.
Yes, please do like and subscribe.
Sunflowers! Well, hello there, everyone, and how are you guys today? Now, Army, I need you to explain something here to me because I'm a bit confused. Junngkook is in the military until June of 2025. So how is he posting on Instagram in support of Min Heejin? And Army, why are you guys against the return of Min Heejin? I'm confused. Junngkook is making statements. He should be off in the military. I'm not sure. I mean, listen, maybe I have no idea what military life is like. I'm seriously thinking that they're only strictly training and doing whatever people do in the military that they do. So I think they have no time to be on social media and be posting. But apparently I must be wrong. I need to get up to date in times, apparently. So with that, I guess Junngkook is posting pictures of his dog, which is a very cute dog, by the way. Posting pictures of his dog with a, I'll put the post right here, with a caption. Oh, I already forgot the name of it. Oh, right. Don't, something about, all right, I'm sorry. I literally have the article up right here. He said specifically, yes, artists are not guilty. Perfectly conveniently timed post, right? Honestly, especially during this controversy. And just like I had suspected, they are underneath Hybe. And Hybe used to be Big Kid Entertainment, which y'all already know that. But I'm just bringing myself back up to speed. So BTS, I don't know what has been going on with BTS that the Army feel as though Min Heejin. Oh, right. I'll read the article for you guys about, I'm sure you guys are pretty aware, but if you are not aware about what's going on with the Army out here, they have a literal hashtag called hashtag Min Heejin out. Yikes. On September 16th to express their strong opposition to the potential return of Min Heejin as the CEO of Adore. This campaign has garnered significant attention, trending in several countries, including North America, UK, Germany, Poland, and various parts of Southeast Asia. As members of the BTS Army community, we have witnessed misinformation spread in our name. Who is we? It's Army is very big. But through this statement, we wish to clarify our position regarding the ongoing management situation. But yet, one of your band members, Junngkook, is in support of this. Okay. First and foremost, we are united in our opposition to the return of Min Heejin as CEO of Hybe's subsidiary, Adore. We are aware of her actions during BTS's military service, consultations with shamans to harm BTS, and attempts to manipulate Korean media to create negative public opinion about BTS and Army. Honestly, at this point, I have no idea. It's getting deeper and deeper here. Like now Army, a whole fan base has came out to pretty much to discredit Min Heejin, and just in the reading I had done about her, or I guess I'll say Newjeans really, but it's really about her because Newjeans is in support of Min Heejin, and so is Junngkook, who I'm going to be reading on today since he is in support of her. I'm going to read and see why he supports her, because finally there's a voice out there that is supporting this group. So that I actually also find that kind of suspicious too, that even a fan base is, I get it. Army take their name very seriously and the image and what BTS does and what BTS is attached to. I totally get that. But to unite to take down somebody that is going to help another group grow and they want her back, it almost seems like you're stunting another group's growth. But I am not here to judge. I'm just kind of confused on, like I said, Junngkook posting in the military, and then why is it seemingly like he's the only one? There could be more, but that's just who I've heard. I think somebody even made a comment to me about it, about how Junngkook is in support, and they wanted this reading, so that's why I'm here today. So this is going to be Junngkook, and we're going to be seeing how he feels. Yes, that's right. I did not come up with this idea. Somebody had requested this reading. Sometimes, because at first I wasn't going to read on this, but I think I should, because now that I saw that army and I said what is going, Lord have mercy for BTS under HYBE, because this is just a lot to go on for their company, and for them to be in the military, it just seemed like they really went downhill when BTS disbanded temporarily because they are in military service. So I think that also tells you where HYBE really likes to focus their money and success and attention, but that's just my personal opinion from an outsider. So especially as somebody who didn't religiously follow BTS, but definitely did listen to them more when they started breaking into the American industry a little bit. But I did like some of their old school days, mostly when they was in that like dark rap era. Yeah, that was pretty good. All right. So with that being said, let's see what is. I did a shuffle on the cards, and now we're going to pick some cards to see how Junngkook feels and support, or well, just how Junngkook feels about the situation with Newjeans and Newjeans. Okay. 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 All right. I'm not sure how connected BTS is to me, Mint Heejin, but I'm not sure if she was like a manager of them at one point, or if she in some time had worked with them and managing them or repping them. I'm not exactly sure how long the history is between BTS and Newjeans. However, it does seem like Junngkook. It does at least seem like in this card that I'm getting that for some reason he is definitely in support of her, because she even showed up in this reading as the mature woman, both literally and figuratively. Because I'm not sure if they are within the same age range group. So I don't want to say that she's older than him and they could be like the same age, but also just thinking about the relation she has with Newjeans in their age gap. She is technically a mature woman to them. And if she does have seniority and history with BTS, especially with managing them, she would definitely be that person that they could have looked up to, somebody that they relied on, somebody that talked to. It could have been like, let's say, a mother hen, with none of the negative connotations that that a mother hen could come with. I literally don't think of anything negative connotations, but there are some people out there just touchy and sensitive with names. But what I see in this very moment in his present is the wealthy man, which basically I think that he just thinks, how can I say this without it coming off wrong? He himself understands the status, the money, and the connections and relations that he has in the music industry. Basically, he understands where he fits in the music industry, and he's using his platform at this very moment to shine light on this. I mean, not directly shining light on it, but you know how they have to be I'm not sure if like you really gotta be careful with controversies and stuff like that. Really tiptoe, and this is a controversial topic. So with that, this is his way of showing support, using his platform and standing up for something that he believes in and something that he feels for in that sense. Something that he's willing to put his image putting his image on the line. Basically, if it came down to that, he's like, hey, I'm willing to support Newjeans or support Newjeans, because really it's about Newjeans for him, because he said artists aren't guilty, which is implying that no matter what is going on with any artist, Newjeans or not, that the group shouldn't have to suffer just because managers are not like, I guess, doing what they're saying. I guess in that sense, it almost doesn't sound like he's supporting Newjeans, but because Newjeans is supporting Newjeans and he's supporting Newjeans, he's indirectly supporting Newjeans. I think that's what it is. So, but I think he also understands that too, and maybe he is willing to. That's why I'm saying I'm not sure how close Newjeans is, but Army paints it a completely different picture that she's really not good for BTS, and I'm not sure if that's just connection that just turned sour, or maybe they just mistook what she was doing with shamans. I mean, please, if y'all can give me proof in the comments below that Newjeans was out there talking to shamans and trying to like put some curse or something on them or a hex, please share that information with me, and then I will believe that she was out there doing something for in that sake and regard. Other than that, maybe she could have been going to a shaman because she was maybe praying for the future of BTS because she's seeing the crumble of Hybe, maybe, and that's why she's making and standing out. Maybe she's also thinking about all the other artists that are going to be underneath the company as well too, thinking of the future of the artists of the company, and if that is the case, and that is really Newjeans' sentiment, that would be something that Junngkook would sound like he supported, as he said, artists aren't guilty, no matter. So basically implying that whatever it is, and whatever because right here in his future, he is looking at a mature woman who I said is Min Hyunjin, and in his past, which is really his present at this moment, he's in his thoughts. I mean, yeah, sure, he's off in the military, but he has until 2025, and if this case, I sure hope it's not still going on by then, but if this case literally just happens to get taken to trial and then gets dragged out into 2025, then maybe that's a huge long shot. And it's definitely talking about like a year from now, because he's supposed to be coming out in June. But if that is the case, then that's when he's going to really, because now he can only think about supporting her because he can't physically be there. But in the future, maybe once he gets out of the military, maybe he will be there in support, and hopefully, I would honestly feel so bad for Newjeans if that was the case, that they had to wait until 2025 to get this all situated, and they're still not promoting within that time frame. But let me get back to his past before I move any further more into his future. But I just wanted to talk about Min Hyunjin and how he is in some sort of support to her, because he is thinking of the situation. That's why he has made a post about it. And like I said, got to be careful and really walk the chalk line. But Army is painting a different picture to me, or at least according to that one article. But I also don't know who this universal we army is, because that's generalizing the like a whole population. I don't think everybody's going to agree, like a hive mind. But what I see in the past, which is currently in his present moment with Junngkook, while he's in the military, but it doesn't seem like anything is, thank God nothing here is focused on the military or anything like that. I really do see the story of Min Hyunjin and how he supports Newjeans and why and how he could be coming up with this. What he had, forget Well, his thoughts at that time or now are, speaking of his thoughts, because this card represents emplacement of the thoughts of what's going on in your head, what you're thinking of, what's got you on your mind, weighing you down, weighing you heavy, and maybe the fact that so he's so in his mind right now while he's in the military. He is so focused on his career, his business, what's going on in the South Korean pop culture of K-pop. He's like staying up in the news. He's like focused. Like it's almost like he hasn't left the music industry while in the military, and all he's thinking about is getting back into the the music industry because he's thinking about the commitment. We'll get back to this, how this commitment ties into Newjeans, which makes me put a little puzzle in here. But if we're thinking about him ready to move forward and get back to his audience, especially if we put these two cards together as a pair, and I said that this wealthy man represents the status, everything he's accomplished, who he holds himself to, or who he believes himself to stand or represent to as the public. So basically representing, this wealthy man represents his public persona, or he could be thinking about his public persona. And because of that, he could be working on with this. He could be in that way by staying hip or relevant, or really just speaking. Okay, sure, he's making some posts with pictures of his dog. Okay, but to actually make a comment about what's going on in like the news that's going on at this very moment, especially when it has relations to your company, shows that he is still thinking about where he comes from, and that even though he's on the military, he's like all focused and gung-ho about getting back to what he's committed to, which is his music career, which is his fans, which is connecting with his audience, which is his company. And what I also see at the bottom, what I also see at the bottom as he's moving forward towards his career and just thinking about it and just have all these thoughts. He's thinking about things that he's accomplished. Now, this is down at the very bottom, so this could symbolize things that's like not to like the surface, like buried, like, a little bit, like, how you have the iceberg and the tip is sticking out, and then you have the rest of the iceberg that's underneath the water. Well, like literally just below the water where the iceberg really is starting to be submerged. That is like where I'm going to say this card is. I hope that like makes sense. But it's like if you fill a cup up to just almost the brink before it falls over. That's like how below the surface this card represents. And this represents his health, this represents his status, this represents his image, this represents everything he cultivated. He looks at his achievements. He's definitely had taken the time in the military to really think about what he's accomplished, what BTS has accomplished, and what he's accomplishing. Even while he is in the military, he's releasing music still. And still, I think he even made a documentary. It could have been like a movie documentary. So he is still feeding his audience while he is in the military. I gave him props for that while he was in the military, because I'm just like, that meant he had to work on overdrive to make sure to post content while he was gone. And as a content creator, that is mad respect, bro. So because of that, he is thinking about all the energy, the time, and everything he's putting into what he loves. And what he loves is hype. Maybe for the good, the bad, the ugly, like they say, the three little ducklings or whatever that story is, or like the one ugly little duckling, I don't know. But just, he loves everything that comes with hype. And he supports creativity and artists. So because of that, he's going to always stand in support of the artists that are underneath his company. And he's just like, if this is And maybe he's had good experiences at Hive, and maybe even with Min Hyunjin, that's why he feels like he can make some support and maybe use his voice and his platform to speak out just slightly a little bit. There's only, like I said, got him off the chalk line, especially if you're in like the military. You don't want to get into like too much trouble too either, or too much scandal either. You gotta be real careful with that. Wow. You gotta be real careful with that. However, maybe this is why he could be feeling committed. I won't say committed, but wanting to support or put his image or put his thoughts and opinions out there and how he feels. Because if he's had good experiences at Hive, then the treatment that Newjeans is getting would be something he hasn't experienced, and that would be considered an injustice for him. And he's just like, hey, if Newjeans was thriving and was all good when Min Hyunjin was in charge of them, then bring Min Hyunjin back. If they are not having a good experience because she's gone, but when she was here they weren't having these bad experiences, then I support the artist and bring her back. That's how he's feeling. Like, artists are not guilty. Whatever charges she has done or whatever you guys want to throw cases at her, don't let Newjeans suffer for that. And if Newjeans is giving you that ultimatum, which I have heard, Hive definitely has said that they are not going to reinstate her back. So it looks like it's a stalemate at this very moment. So with that, yikes, this is juicy. Juicy news, but terrible for Newjeans. But this child card, the mature lady, I got it now. This child is Newjeans. I hate to say it, but just simply for their age differences and their age gap, I'll say. Okay, so let's put it like this. Let's put them in a family hierarchy. If Min Hyunjin's the manager, she's the mom. And then BTS is like the brother. And then Newjeans, this child will represent Newjeans, which is their sister, which is the younger sister, BTS older brother, and then their mom would be Min Hyunjin. Even though they're not related, anything like that, even group-wise, or just related in company, this is just how it's playing out, because that's an age difference, how BTS or Junngkook sees Newjeans as literally as their name entitles, new. So they're like new to the industry. I mean, I'm sure they've had a few years in it, like at least 3 years, but still, they're new. They're not really known or gotten their name out there yet because of the bad treatment that they have been going through. But they have like I called her earlier, a mother hen there to protect them, who is committed to them, who is willing to nurture this group, nurture Newjeans, treat Newjeans right, help Newjeans grow. So support the artists. So with that's how I'm seeing how Junngkook is really feeling in his sentiment when he says artists are not guilty. He's just like, whatever Newjeans is going through, I'm willing to put some exposure on them because of my seniority, because of my status, because of what I've accomplished, because of where I am today, even though I'm in the military and I can't really help them or be a voice of reason for them or even talk to these girls in person to give them that comfort and moral support that they need. But he's like, I'm able to give you guys some support from a distance, a beacon of light to say, hey, your voices have been heard. Hey, don't feel bad. Hey, it's all going to be okay. Let's hope it's all going to be okay. I'm in support of you, even if there's nobody else out there saying that they're in support of you. And I'm from your company, so you guys aren't alone at Hive. You just got to wait for me to get back from the military. So with that, I'm going to pick one card that's going to symbolize the outcome of how, what's the outcome for Junngkook and his standing with Min Hyunjin. Who his standing with her is definitely a burden card, which would go along with what the army is might be saying. So maybe in that sense, like I said, he's indirectly supporting her, and maybe even though he doesn't might want to do it, he's also like I've stressed through this reading, he's for the artist and supports artists and wants what's best for the artist. Even though it might not be the best for him, he's thinking about his company, thinking about how he's grown and how he's had good management. And even though he might not see Min Hyunjin as a good manager, but if Newjeans sees them as a good manager, and it does seem like she does make things move and shake when she is there and is able to do her thing, then fine, let Newjeans have her. I'm not going to stop any artist from growing, from becoming another BTS, basically, in that sense. As in stardom, reaching accolades, being known worldwide, getting to travel. He's not wanting to stop any artist from having that opportunity. So while, yes, supporting the artist may mean supporting Min Hyunjin, he is going to probably double down on how he feels about supporting the artist, because him as a creative person himself and as a literal solo musician himself, I'm not sure if he written 7 in all of his music as well. I didn't look too well into the credits on that one, my bad. But I'm pretty sure he did. The BTS members are all talented. I'm pretty sure BTS is one of the few K-pop groups that actually do, that are literal full world rounders or all rounders that do it all when it comes to production, making music, and doing some beats. A tease is almost there, but we're going to put them on the side. Yes, I'm a teeny. But with that, I really think that maybe, like I said, because it seemed weird that Army is against Min Hyunjin, but Junngkook is supporting her. And when I really broke it down and thought about the artist part, I'm like, well, he really, in the article, probably was misleading about that. He really wasn't in support of Min Hyunjin. He was in support of Newjeans, who's in support of Min Hyunjin. So indirectly or by proxy, he's supporting Min Hyunjin. But that's okay. He is committed to his company, to the craft of music, to creativity, to what it is to be an artist, be it however much you put into it, just to be an artist and to be on stage and perform. He is all about that and all down for that, and for people to accomplish that, especially as being somebody from Hive and is, like you would say, almost, I won't say indebted, but really treasures or has like a special place in his heart for Hive. Maybe he feels like maybe if he can like speak out, maybe he could like, warm up the hearts of Hive a little bit. Who knows? Just trying to like put something out there, because it's a company he holds dear. Maybe he does. Maybe his opinion might have some word. Who knows how much power he has in Hive and as a BTS member, but as being one of their best groups out there, I would think maybe their group might the company just might want to hear them out. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading about Junngkook and Newjeans, and be by proxy, and just because it's also about Min Hyunjin, because that's all Newjeans really want is Min Hyunjin, and that's what they've demanded. Hive, you got a few more days to go till we're at the 25th, and you've already made your statement that you are not going to bring her back. So, yeah, I'm also not sure how this is going to look in the case with Army also speaking out against Min Hyunjin. I'm just trying to figure out, why is it now that in September Army is now just getting to this? It's been going on since April. y'all been knowing what Min Hyunjin has been doing to BTS, unless it's just something she just recently did while they've been in military service. But they've been in military service for the last 2 years or plus. So I'm just confused why we're now just speaking out, but that's whatever. You know what happens when cases and people just want to tear you down and bring you down. Everybody comes out the woodworks. Sorry, Army. I definitely do. I mean, unless you guys can prove to me that she was literally going to a shaman to do negativity against BTS, well, I believe that comment. But with that, I really do think that it's a he say, she say, they said, we say. It's everybody against Min Hyunjin, and I'm still sitting here confused, even though all this information is coming out about her. But also the court, I mean, I know they haven't saw this new information that's coming out, but it's also internet mess and drama at this point that it's kind of hard to take it to court. And if all this information and evidence is on the internet, or it's being taken to the internet, does that tamper with or allow or maybe stop your chances from getting it taken to court? I'm not exactly sure. However, it does seem as though with Newjeans, with Hype, it's a yeah. I have no words for Hype, honestly. I don't know how they allowed this to happen. I don't know how we got here. I don't know how long Min Hyunjin has been a part of this company that she is now just suddenly a problem. Or you guys just now suddenly want to get rid of her? Okay. It's all so confusing. I don't know why she's really being targeted. I think it's all over Newjeans, and Newjeans just wants her. But with that being said, Junngkook supports Newjeans, and that's all that matters. Because that in and there and of itself implies that he indirectly supports Min Hyunjin, but it's all really in his heart for the artist. Like they say, for the artist, by the artist, or by the artist, for the artist. You know, basically just basically make a musician union. I don't know. But yeah, so that's basically how he feels, and he definitely, I guess, treasures Hype, loves Hype, and he just wants everything to be okay in his where he finds peace and love, basically. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading on Junngkook and how he feels about Hype and Newjeans. And with that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Sunflowers!